Hi, it's Alex. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an attorney and founder of a very special law firm focused on helping women achieve freedom through divorce. With the pandemic this year, we decided to postpone our Galentine's Day event and instead make a video to support the women in our lives who may be thinking about divorce. With the divorce rates being as they are right now, especially with the pandemic, and we all probably know someone, some woman in our lives who has been touched by divorce or is thinking about divorce or is impacted by divorce in some way. And so if it's someone that you really care about, one of the worst feelings you can have is that feeling of helplessness when they come to you wanting some guidance, wanting some comfort and support, and you really don't have any to give them because you don't know. So what we decided was to give you three quick tips, three, not six, three quick tips on things that you can tell your friend and some advice that you can offer her if that situation comes up so that you can be the hero this Galentine's Day. So what are those tips? First, make sure she protects herself. Focus on protection. She has to protect herself, her children, and her money. Okay? So first, she's going to need to set aside some money just to make sure that she can cover her bills and to make sure that she's going to have enough to pay any sort of upcoming bills and kind of protect herself with what's coming next. If your friend is someone who has been managing the money, as in control of the money, she needs to protect it in a way that does not appear like she's financially manipulating the situation or that she's trying to hide money. And on the flip side, if your friend is someone who has been in the dark about the finances, then she's going to need to take immediate action in order to make sure that her husband isn't going to try to do something to financially manipulate her into a position that's not going to be good for her. Now, protecting your online accounts is also important. And so your friend is going to need to make sure that her spouse isn't going to be able to hack into her information. So she's going to need to change her personal account, personal information, passwords, things like that. She needs to make sure that he's not going to be able to track her, monitor her communications, especially with her divorce team, or lock her out of financial accounts. So she's going to need to take action there to protect that as well. And if your friend is in an abusive situation like physical violence or domestic violence, family violence, anything like that, she really should get a safety plan in place and then go speak with an attorney immediately to figure out whether she should leave and take the kids with her. All right. So there are a bunch of other protections that she can take and put in place, but those are sort of the key critical ones to take away and give her at least at the early stages. Second, urge your friend not to negotiate or commit to any agreements right now. There's a difference between keeping the peace and committing to something that will screw you later. Ladies, please do not commit to something that will end up screwing you later or making it harder for your attorney to fix it, all right? And sometimes we can't fix it. So before you sign anything, please have me or another lawyer look at it to give you some guidance on it. And keep in mind, the divorce process takes time, and we can do it quickly in some situations, but we still need to gather that information. And you may want to get this over with. You may want to move on with your life or not, but there's going to be some sort of gathering the information so that we can review your options, figure out your best options, because there may have even been options that you've overlooked. So make sure we do that. And if your friend is being bullied and is being bullied by her husband and pressured into signing something or to making some sort of agreements, remind her she has rights. Don't believe what he's telling her. He may be lying to her. He may be intimidating her, manipulating her. Please, you have rights. Talk to someone. Learn more about what those rights are so that you don't feel pressured into agreeing to something that you really don't want. All right. And number three, lastly, encourage your friend to learn more about the divorce process. There is so much misinformation out there about the divorce process and about myths about the divorce. And I feel like if women really knew what their rights were and really knew their own value and what they could use as leverage in the divorce, then they would feel less scared and so much more empowered to make the key decisions that are going to affect their future and their children's future, and who knows who else's future, right? So I find that women sometimes are making these decisions, these key critical decisions, from a very emotional place. And so sometimes they'll either make really rash decisions or they tend to hide out and kind of bury their heads in the sand. Really, one of the best ways that someone can empower themselves and feel more confident about making these very important decisions is to educate yourself. So I think when a woman educates herself and she knows the truth about the divorce process, about her rights, and really what are her options, then she's going to be in a much better position to come out of the divorce on the other side in a really great place. And of course, one of the other best ways that she can feel more confident is to hire a badass divorce lawyer to represent her, right? Anyway, thank you for your time today. I hope that this information elevates your hero status with your friends next time they ask you for divorce advice. And certainly, if you feel like that this information was valuable, please share it with others so that they too can be heroes to the friends that seek their help. And with that, I'm wishing all of you guys a wonderful and happy Galentine's Day.